Roblox here, and this is our second Scratch tutorial. In the last tutorial, I showed you how to make a game in which the cat will follow the mouse. Now let's make a game where the cat will actually follow a mouse sprite. So let's create a new sprite. And there's actually a mouse sprite in the library of Scratch. So let's go get him. So now we have our mouse, but he's a bit too big. Let's shrink him down. There we go. So now what we're going to want to do is make the mouse follow the mouse and the cat follow the sprite mouse. So let's drag this script over the mouse, and that will make the mouse move. And you can see we go over here, the script is here. We'll point towards the mouse pointer, and we'll make him faster than the cat. Let's make him move at 10. Now here, we don't want the cat to go towards the mouse pointer anymore, because otherwise we get like this. See, they're both going towards the mouse pointer, not towards each other. So, we want the cat to go towards the mouse. And now we have a little chase game going on here. Seems pretty simple. Now let's make a game out of this that you can actually play and have a score. Well, we have a cat and a mouse. All that's missing now is cheese. Now unfortunately, the Scratch library does not have any cheese. So, I'm going to draw my own. I'm just trying to make a quick cheese. You can make yours look a lot better. There we go. Let's rename our sprites. When you give a lot of sprites, it's good to rename them because you know what they all do. And when you want to select, like touching so-and-so sprite, you know exactly what kind of sprite that is. Then the cheese. Now the cheese is going to spawn on a random location on the board. Let's put that in the scripts. When the flag is clicked, go to motion. And we'll go to. And this will basically take it to a certain place on the board. But we want this to be random. So let's go into operators. And we have a pick random. And let's pick random -100 to 100. That'll pick a random x value between -100 and 100. Let's do the same thing for y. There we go. Now when we start the game, we can see that the cheese starts at a random location. Now we want to make it so it's eatable by the mouse. So when the flag is clicked, forever, if touching mouse, then we want to increase the score. But we don't have a score yet, so let's make a score. For score, we're going to need a variable. In here, you go into data, you can make a variable or a list. You're going to want to make a variable. We want to make it for all sprites because it's going to be our score variable, so all of these can access them. So now we have a score, but I think that looks a little bit ugly for a score. So let's right click on it, and we can select what readouts we want. For score, I really like large readout. Doesn't that look good? So, when the flag is clicked, we want to set the score to 0, because you never want an initial score at the beginning of the game. So when touching the mouse, we want to change the score by 1. So the score will go up by 1 every time you collect the cheese. And then we want it to teleport to another random location on the board. So let's copy this. So now, as you can see here, when we catch the cheese, our score increases. What's up with the cat? Oh. Cat was trying to run towards an invalid sprite that didn't exist yet. So now we can collect cheese and make our score go up. But when you touch the cat, nothing happens. So let's fix that right now. In mouse. When flag clicked. Forever. If touching cat, then what we are going to want to do is we are going to want to set the score to 0, because the game is over. And then we are going to want to go to our initial positions. Let's make the cat starting position here, and the mouse's starting position here. So if we go to the cat, when flag is clicked, we want him to go here, which is exactly right here. Same for the mouse. So if he's touching cat, set score to 0, go to this position, you know what? Let's make it easier and just stop the game when that happens. Let's go into events, control, stop all. This will stop the entire game. So as you see here, when I touch the cat, the game ends. And let's hide our mouse here, because right now, he's still there. We want to make him disappear as if he was eaten by the cat. So we go into looks. When the flag is clicked, show, because we want him to be seen at the beginning of the game. But when he's eaten, hide him. Let's try it out. I think that looks good. And now we have a game where you're trying to collect as much cheese as you can before you get caught by the mouse. I mean cat. Pretty difficult. Here's a problem. We're setting the score to 0 when he's eaten. That way you can't see your score. I got 1 cheese. So there you go. That's your new game. Always remember to save. And farewell. Thanks for watching.